Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing something a little different and I'm sharing with you some tips and tricks on how to be a happier self, a happier mom, maybe to get you out of a funk that you feel like you're in. These are things that I do to help myself and I'm super excited to share them with y'all. I really do hope that they help y'all. If you are new here, I am a mom of 4 now. I just had my 4th baby. He is 5 weeks old. So I'm definitely trying to find myself again, so to speak. And these are some things that I am doing to make that process a little bit easier. So I hope that y'all enjoy. My cat. I hope that y'all enjoy and let's get into the video. It's a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful, actually. I don't know if you can tell. It's so pretty. And something that I've been doing daily after this pregnancy that I didn't really do with the other ones is I've been going on a daily walk with the baby. And it just has really lifted my mood and my spirit. I think that being outside, if you can, if you can't be outside, like walk on a treadmill or whatever you can, but just having that little bit of physical activity really lifts my spirit. All right, I am going to turn on a podcast actually while I walk. Several that I like. Right now I'm listening to this one called Faith and Finance, so we'll link it down below, but we're gonna go on our walk with our stroller. We are starting off our morning with a little stroll. That is a huge tip of mine, is to get up, get moving, enjoy the fresh air. Somehow that releases endorphins, which in return helps you to be happier, and it is healthy for you too. It's a really pretty day outside. Birds are singing, the wind is blowing, trees are turning green here in Texas. Okay, so this is our stroller and I absolutely love it. The brand is Mom Push and I will link it down below with a 5% off coupon. I'm working with them in today's video, so thank you to them. This stroller is my favorite. First, I want to talk about how pretty this like leather handle is here and here. This stroller has lots of features. Another thing that I love is the cup holder. So it stretches. I can fit my phone in there and I have a big phone. You can also fit a Stanley cup. Like, what? How cool is that? So you can fit different size cups and it stays. This folds up and it actually has a toddler seat that faces forward. I will share that with y'all in a little bit with my daughter Sybil, but he is so snug and cozy. This actually folds all the way down and this is attachable. You can unzip this feature as well if it's super cold, which it's a little chilly today, so I have this shut and you can keep them nice and snug whenever you need them to. The wheels are big, so it's not going to be like bumpy on the roads whenever you are walking, and it looks absolutely adorable. So switching from the bassinet to the seat is actually really quick and easy. It's no problem at all and super fast. This is like the toddler version right here. You can adjust the legs right here and she can rest them. You can adjust this leather part where she can easily get out. It has straps to keep her in tight. You can tighten or loosen them. And then you can also cover her up if she wants to take a nap. And then there's a peekaboo spot too. And then there's also a zipper attachment where you can shorten it if you want to. And then my favorite feature, I think, is probably this part here. You push this in and make the handle shorter or longer if you're tall like me. So like I said, you can get 5% off if you use the link down below and get yourself one of these really cool strollers like us. Okay, so one thing that I do that really helps with my mood is to get ready. like makeup and hair. And y'all know I am not an over-the-top, really glamorous mom or person. Like, I do get ready sometimes, but it's never like crazy. So basically what that means for me, it's gonna look different for you, is I brush my hair. Okay, so my hair on its own just is pretty straight. So most of the time I'm gonna brush it and leave it down. If it's oily, I'll wear a hat. Sometimes I put it in like a banana clip or a ponytail, and that's me doing my hair. And what I mean by that is just like not leaving it the way it looked when I woke up. So that's step number one. Step number two is doing some sort of makeup. I usually wash my face with my Lumi Spa when I get up. I brush my teeth, I put on deodorant, and then I do a little bit of face care, like makeup. And I'm so simple all the time, but especially now I'm even simpler. So I put on BB cream. I love this BB cream because the ingredients are wonderful. It has hyaluronic serum, so it hydrates your skin. It has cacao extract, so it fights blue light stressors like from your phone. And it has good ingredients, so it's not gonna like hurt your skin, like all the work that you do to make your skin look good. The BB cream is great. I usually do a little concealer under my eyes just because like I'm not getting sleep. All right, then I'm gonna put on a little bit of lip color. Okay, I'm gonna do my brows with Gimme Brow. I have to do my brows. And I'm literally gonna do mascara and that's it. If I want to add some color to my face, I will use the bronzing pearls, which I'll just do that for the sake of the video because it does not take long at all. And then I'll even take like an eyeshadow brush and do that if I'm like going to church or something. But like day to day, I don't. I'm just showing off for the video. So I'm gonna do my mascara and then we're gonna be done getting ready for the day. See, it only took like 2 minutes. So I applied my mascara. But something else that really helps me feel better, maybe it's because it makes me feel more productive or better about myself, is to actually get dressed. So I really try to change clothes and not wear pajamas all day. Even if it's just another lounge wear outfit, I'm gonna change my clothes. So like t-shirt and leggings is usually my mom's staple. And I do make sure that I get dressed every day. And that helps my mood a lot. I've been trying to limit how much caffeine I take. If you look back in previous videos, I would drink coffee like almost all day long, and that can really add to your anxiety. So I try to have 1 cup of coffee when I wake up, and then I will have like my gut drink with some energy in it, and then if I need to later, I will have an energy fizz, and it's just like 50 milligrams of caffeine in each of those. It's not a lot, but it helps me. Sometimes when I get tired, I want to have like a breakdown, so it kind of lifts me up a little bit, but it's not too much to make me feel anxious. And then I try to drink enough water and eat as healthy as I can. You know, it's hard sometimes, but like you can't do everything, but I'll try to get a healthy meal in. This is my current favorite cup. I will link it. I really wanted to get on the Stanley train, but I didn't want to spend $50 on a cup. This one's only 30 bucks. And I really like it. Plus it has a handle, so it's like easy to carry. Well, I have a visitor for lunch. We'll see how long this takes me to eat, but I'm gonna make myself eat it all and drink a whole thing of water. And hopefully, you know, I'll feel better. So like I said earlier, I really try to eat healthy, but you know, I'm not perfect, and sometimes I'm just eating junk, and that's totally fine sometimes. But you know, try to get in some fruits and veggies. I try to limit caffeine, drink a lot of water throughout the day, and this helps me feel a little bit better about myself, fueling my body with the right foods instead of the ones that really aren't that good for it. So it's really ironic the day that I'm choosing to film this video, because I had all intention of waking up and filming this video and being in such a great mood, and it's actually been a really just horrible, like hard day. Just like with life stuff really just hit me today. I got in a funk really early, just in a bad mood, and I'm like battling, you know, my inner self with all of that today. And part of me wanted to not do this because of that. And I thought, you know what? I need to share with them. This is what the video is about. So I am powering through, getting through today. I don't think that anybody that, like, first of all, I just want to say that I think every single person has some sort of mental battle that they fight daily, whether you notice it or not. You know, we are all human. No one is perfect. We all struggle. We are all sinful in nature, and we aren't perfect. So there's always room for error and flaw in our life, and that goes for your heart, for your mind, for your spiritual side. It's all connected. And so I think that every single person, they will say, if somebody says that they don't, they're not telling the truth. Every single person has a struggle. And I'm gonna share mine as a mom, as a wife, as just like a person. But I just hope anybody can benefit from this. I don't even know like where to begin. I've never been somebody really to struggle with anxiety or being sad or depressed. The one thing though that has really held on to me my whole life was pleasing people. I've always been somebody that needed to please people. If I ever felt like I upset somebody or like stepped on somebody's toes, you know, so to speak, or something like that, it would eat me alive. I would just be so sad and just upset, and you know, I would not be able to handle it like at all. I would have to immediately go apologize, but it would ruin me. I would be so upset. And I'm still like that. If there are issues happening in my life or in my kids' life or my family's life, my friend's life, it eats at me. And that's something that I've always had to deal with myself. And so really that's, I feel like, the only kind of like upsetting type thing that I've ever dealt with until I had kids. I've always been able to kind of reason through what I was thinking. I've always been okay with stress. Like I'm just a multitasker. I'm a doer. You know, in high school and college, I could handle all of the things that were thrown at me. And then I became a mom, and I just realized it was so much harder. And I get it, you're taking care of other people all of a sudden, and you've never done that. And that is whenever I started experiencing some, I guess, well, it was anxiety, and that turned into being sad. And there are times that I still get like that. And if you're feeling like that, I want you to feel encouraged to reach out to somebody, a friend or a family member that you can talk to see if you can get help too. So really, it started after I had my son. I just was so worried about him. I was so worried about my son. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't trust anybody to watch him for me while I went to the bathroom. Like, I had this issue with him. And it quickly took over my life. I could not sleep. I had to hold him to sleep. Just very, like, not, just things that I never thought I would ever do as a mom. I was experiencing. I wouldn't even trust my husband to watch him because I was worried he was going to do something wrong. And I feel like to some degree, like, maybe that's expected, but it was extreme. It was extreme. That turned into me having intrusive thoughts about my son. Horrible things happening to him that I would never, ever think of normally, but they would flood my head. And that's whenever I realized, you know, maybe this isn't normal. Well, I didn't act on it. Kind of just talked to my husband. We prayed about it. I tried to handle it on my own. And that turned into a longer term sadness and depression. And it probably lasted about 9 months. Like, my son was almost a year when it went away. Or maybe I was able to cope with it on my own. I don't know. That's what happened with my first son. It was horrible. Nobody is themselves. I remember just not feeling like myself. Then I had my daughter, and I knew what I was like with my first one, so I tried really hard to be proactive and not let that happen again. And the experience was much better. I didn't have as many episodes of me crying and panicking and freaking out at the house. My husband was really patient with me, but I was very overwhelmed as a mom. Then I had my third kid, and I was okay, but I started going backwards, and the intrusive thoughts started coming back. I was overwhelmed. I was upset, crying all the time, not myself. I didn't have any energy, didn't care about a lot of things that I used to. And so I remember there was just one day where I kind of told myself, Abby, that's enough. Go get some help, please, for your kids, for your husband, for your marriage, for yourself. Go get some help. And I did. And my doctor was very helpful, and medically she helped me with some medicine. And so that was the first start to me taking care of my mental health. So not everybody needs medicine, and I'm not suggesting that everybody watching this go run to your doctor for medicine. But I am just going to be an advocate for you to tell you that for about 3 years or 4, I did not help myself in that way because I was embarrassed and prideful, didn't think that I needed it. And I wish that I would have. I think I would have been a happier mom. I had a happier marriage. You know, people think my husband and I have a perfect marriage, and we don't, like everybody. And so if you need that little encouragement to talk to your doctor, just have the conversation. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean anything. Have the conversation, and your doctor can help you decide what you need. But I'm so thankful that I did go to my doctor. I'm so thankful that she did help me, that I found something to help me stop having the anxious, intrusive thoughts, the sadness that would just come upon me, like extremely. I got my motivation back, my care about things back. And I'm just a calmer mom. I'm a better mom. And so that's my first little tidbit. That's my little story. There's obviously more parts to it, and I'm not telling you everything, but that's a little a little tidbit to my journey as a better mom. And there's one more thing I do want to say about that is that, you know, spiritually, I did a lot of praying, and I think that that was my battle with myself, is that I kept telling myself, well, there's nothing that God won't give you that you can't get through. And that was my little hesitancy for a while of like, well, I can get through this. Like, God is with me. I'm going to keep praying. I'm going to read my Bible. And all those things did help me. And they did. And I sought out other Christian women in my life to help me, like, you know, form relationships with them, because that helped. And sometimes you still need more. And so I definitely encourage those things, that if you're feeling the way you are, to start praying. Create a relationship with God if you don't have one. And I know not everybody is Christian like I am, but I will tell you that He is the only way. He is the only way, and He will help you. He will be with you when you think you're a lonely mom. He will help you get through anything. He will help calm you down when you are an upset mom at your kids. Can't believe I'm crying. And yeah, He is the only way. So there were a couple of women that really helped me during that time where I had not gotten medical help. They really helped me forming those relationships, and I'm just so thankful for them. So if there's anyone that you can reach out to pray for you, to pray with you, start reading your Bible, listen to podcasts that are Christian, listen to the Bible app. You don't even have to be able to sit and find time to read. You can just listen to it in the car. I think that those are the first thing you should reach for. I should have said that in the beginning, not even everything else that I said, but I think that that's your first avenue. And I do want to say that I did seek all of those things, and they did help me, but sometimes it's okay if you need a little bit more help. Okay, so I'm going to share with y'all some things that I read to help myself. I shared a little bit that I really enjoy some podcasts. Anything that I can do to kind of like get out of my head, my own headspace, to help me, I think is beneficial. So maybe you're somebody that really loves to read books, or maybe you did in the past. I would encourage you to try to read some books, try to get out of your head, okay? Listen to podcasts. I will link some down below, some like encouragement ones or motivation ones. Those are usually the ones that I tend to. I am not a crime junkie or nothing, but I will link some of those down below. I like Faith and Finance. I like the Mallory Irvin Show, Rachel Cruz. I'll try to think of some more that I listen to as well. But I think that it's really important for me to read my Bible. I feel a huge difference when I do. I try to listen to the Bible sometimes when I'm busy. I don't get the same like feeling, I feel like, whenever I actually read. So I wanted to share with y'all, I will link just like the regular Bible app. I really like that one. It does have lots of devotionals that you can read, but these are some things that I have. So I really like this devotional that I have. I need to use it more, actually. I don't know, I will try to find it, but basically someone very special in my life gave this to me a couple years ago, and it basically, it's very short, so if you don't know where to start, this could be a good starting point. It has like a scripture of the day and something you can read and pray about. I think that this is a good starting point if maybe you don't know where to start, because there's so much in the Bible and it may feel overwhelming. The next thing I was going to share is my favorite Bible, which I'm really bad about forgetting to bring it to church because I leave it here. And at church, I usually use my phone. It's okay. It's okay. But I will link it down below. I've actually shared it before in a video. It's called Inspire Prayer. Inspire Prayer. And I bought these cute tabs. Okay, so this is actually the Bible that I have. It's from Amazon. It's really pretty. And I bought these tabs here and put them in myself. So it just has prayers throughout it. You can take notes and color if you want. Like, it has really beautiful pages too, and prayers that you can pray. Maybe if you don't know what to say, or I don't know, need a place to start. So I will link this down below. This is something that I really love. Okay, so something that also really helps me to really just like stay motivated as a mom, as a person, like to make me feel like my life is still normal sometimes, because, you know, I have a little baby that needs me all the time, is to have a to-do list. So I personally really need some sort of planner to help me feel like my life is still going, I'm still doing things, still being productive, and really that just fits my personality type. So I will link this planner down below. Really, you know, I use it, let's see, this is old, this is from November, but you can see I use it to keep a list of what I need to get done. And if I'm ever not with my planner, I use my phone in my notes. I have a to-do list in my notes, and I type as things pop into my head of what I need to do. It helps me to feel less overwhelmed because things just aren't rolling in my head. I have it on paper or in my phone. So that is something that I do. So I really encourage you, just do it in your phone. Keep notes of what you need to get done, and it will help you feel normal and more productive. Okay, I definitely want to say I'm sorry this video has seemed like it is all over the place. I just was like speaking from the heart, and I feel like I've touched